Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, LaMelo Ball saw this coming. He said, quote, "My whole life, I always knew I was going to the NBA. I had my life planned out. I knew I'd have stardom. My whole life, I thought I was the star. I can't even say I'm a rock star. It's something other than that. I'm something rare." Guys?
No shortage of confidence, Allie. Thanks for that. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Portland, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
When I look at Chicago, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington, Ball and Rozier are the guards. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, we've got Tobias Harris. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Big Daddy in at the 1.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Garland against Rozier. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Rozier. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Hayward. Here's Big Daddy. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Hayward. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Clark, you could make it. Case that the Hornets were the best passing team last season.
BA, let's go to the numbers. I mean, they average the most assists per game in the league. And it's not just one guy. This is a team that's full of guys who can drop down.
Here's Big Daddy. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. Washington grabs the miss. Here's Charlotte. Inside. And Washington powers it through.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Here's Big Daddy. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And Hayward, here we go. Oh, great D that time from Harris.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Washington passes to Rozier. DeRozan with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And finished off by Garland.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Rozier can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Harris finds DeRozan. Back to Harris. And here is DeRozan. Pounded by Rozier. And stolen by Williams. There's Ball with a 3. No luck on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Timeout called, the Hornets. Both teams making some changes here. And Clark, for just about every team at this time of the year, optimism is running high. That's the magic of the early season.
Couldn't agree with you more. And soon enough, B.A., we'll find out which teams have a right to be optimistic and can earn the right to be considered contenders. It's always fun to see which teams take that next step towards being playoff ready.
Now here's Smith. Back to Oubre. There's the 3. Charlotte again missing. The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And it's Okoro penetrating to the middle. Here's Drummond, and the layup falls.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this.
Run. Drummond on the double team. Martin left side. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Cody Martin's defense has been his calling card so far in his career. But I think he's made some nice strides at the offensive end, too.
First free throw is good. As for Martin's defense, it's what got him minutes in his first few years in the league, Clark.
And that's always a great way, B.A., for a young guy to create a role for himself and add value to his team. And then you factor in Cody's offensive game started to develop. Now he's a consistent rotational player for him.
Now here's Melton. Pass to Okoro. Williams with it. Here's Melton. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Smith. Well, the jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
Smith showing outstanding concentration on these hard shots, even as he's getting hit.
Garland against Martin. And it's blocked. Pass to Okoro. And here's Melton. Puts up a three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Charlotte has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Garland against Smith. Here's Martin. Left side Williams. Shot clock at 5. Oubre can't hit.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
For 3, Smith. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Please give a big round of applause for your Bulls youth.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
We've got DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Big Daddy in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Count it.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, B.A. They got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
DeRozan against Ball. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Boy, how about how vertical DeRozan gets? Robs the defense of a chance to contest, and the bench, they are absolutely loving that.
Richards' shot is off. For Chicago, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Melton finds Harris. Back to Melton. Here's Big Daddy. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Vucevic. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Establish his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
And it's Ball off the drive. Here's Richards. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Big Daddy. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Once again, Chip Maganovic.
So for the Hornets, Hayward, he's checked in for Washington, and it's Martin in for Oubre. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Richards. Hayward with it. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. There's Ball with a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Terry Rozier picks one up. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Garland, no good. Charlotte has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Smith outside. From deep, Hayward. He's off on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And here's Chicago. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Okoro. That one. Wide left. And Charlotte shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Rozier gets the bucket.
How about Terry Rozier flashing the in-between game? Nice.
Garland against Hayward. And the shot is good by Garland.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, rejected by Drummond.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Good on the second one.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
And the shot is good by Garland.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Chicago, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the...
They couldn't get anything from beyond the arc. Obviously, plenty of bad shots.
And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
Trading for someone like Zach LaVine should...
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And the Bulls shooting a nice 50% for the game. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Steve Clifford. Ball and Rozier are the guards. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. And it's Williams in at the 5. Tons of hype around the Melo Ball. The 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And throws it down.
Boy, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
Here's Big Daddy. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 14.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And with just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Here's Ball. After the basket by Chicago. They grab their own miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Timeout called. The Hornets.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Melton, he's checked in for Chicago. Richards is checked in for Charlotte. Oubre comes in for Hayward. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Back to Richards. Oubre against Harris. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by DeRozan.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Ball with a steal. Harris against Oubre. To the wing on the left. Good chance here for Ball. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
DeRozan passes to Melton. Out to the right wing. Launches it. The shot won't fall. And Charlotte going the other way now. Ball with it. Now guarded by Harris. And here's Oubre from the arc. Kept alive by Charlotte. Washington can't hit from in close. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And there it is for him. 16 points for him.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Rozier against Melton. Rozier, the pass to Ball. Richards with a screen. To the inside. Kept alive. Washington's shot is good.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Some changes for Chicago. Andre Drummond is checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Okoro is subbed in for Tobias Harris. Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for LaMelo Ball. Here's Big Daddy. Richards pulls it in. A difficult situation for Charlotte. And here's Oubre from the arc. Connects from downtown. Oubre's got 5.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Outside, Williams. Fires the 3. That one's good from Melton on the assist from Williams. And the Bulls lead by 16. Smith passes to Oubre. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
From deep, Melton. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Pass to Richards. Back to Smith. Now here's Martin. Richards with a screen. And here's Oubre from the arc. Goes up again. Blocked. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Gordon Hayward, he's checked in for Washington.
Gordon Hayward.
44 seconds left in the third. Good chance here for Hayward. Charlotte again missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Pass to Big Daddy. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And here's Oubre looking to end the run. Fires in the triple. Oubre's gotten his third basket of the night.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a three in the first.
The three from Okoro. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Bulls delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. DeAnthony Melton out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Patrick Williams. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Back to Melton. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball with it. Pass to Rozier. Here's Martin. Hayward outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Garland.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
From deep, Melton. Williams. Grabs the board.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
A super high. Percentage shot there, you just can't allow him to get that close.
Stolen by Ball. And here they come. Rozier from outside. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Vucevic. Kicks it to DeRozan. Now Garland. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Washington's checked in for Charlotte. During the 21-22 season, we saw homegrown squads like Memphis and Cleveland emerge. Clark, how important is that for the league?
B.A., I think it's vital. I really do. I mean, I just think it adds to the appeal of the league. I mean, not every city can lure top free agents, and there's something about building a team in a homegrown fashion through the draft, keeping those young guys together and seeing them grow and develop. How about the Milwaukee Bucks, for an example, when you talk about a small ball NBA championship team? Bodes well for teams like the Cavaliers and Grizzlies who are doing something similar, and we'll see how it plays out going down the road.
There's Ball with a three. Charlotte gets it back, and the shot goes down.
Well, off the turnover that time, Washington doing a good job scoring because he hustled down the court.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Washington. It's stolen by Washington. For the finish, and Washington powers it through.
Well, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harris on the wing. Here's the three. And again, no good by Chicago. For Charlotte, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Hayward for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. Banked it in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 18.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Rozier. Now here's Hayward. From downtown. That shot off.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
A solid win for them here in the first of 4 meetings this season. They've come out and set the tone against Charlotte.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Big Daddy.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To the paint. Here's Williams. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Mark Williams. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Andre Drummond is checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeRozan. Okoro is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Melton in for Garland. Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Rozier. Drives to the hoop.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
46 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Smith passes to Williams. Drummond on the double team. It's Hayward on the wing. Charlotte again missing.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
A nice shot by Smith.
I like how Smith goes right at the defense. Actually, I love his attack mentality. He's not shy about shooting it inside.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, number 44. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Smith outside. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Now New Balance presents the Player of the Game.
They may be on the road, but the Bulls still know how to dress to impress. A look here as they come off the bus earlier today. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Chicago Bulls. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Now, the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe, DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Big Daddy is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Harris. And it's DeRozan in at the 4. And for Boston, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Big Daddy. And he drops it in from the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Tatum. Last game with 30 points. Brown, good.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
And DeRozan kicks to Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
So it's Chicago now after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
And it's Big Daddy missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Tatum, that's for 2, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Number 44.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
The first free throw is good.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Vucevic trying to get open.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. That shot, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Big Daddy, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. Feeds it to Horford. A jump hook. Boston. No good that time either. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Stolen by Smart. Tatum on the wing. Garland against Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harris passes to DeRozan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
Smart passes to Tatum. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Muscala, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Gallinari, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Brown. Chicago also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for DeRozan. Okoro comes in for Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Big Daddy. Now here's Smart. Isaac Okoro missing his last shot. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Melton against Gallinari. Good on the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Smart deciding where to go with it. And he overshot that one, missing. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Williams finds Melton. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Garland, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Muscala. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Melton against White, and that one is hammered home.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
With the step back, here's White. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls as they wrap up the first quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Okoro, DeRozan out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic, and it's Big Daddy at the point guard position. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Here's Okoro. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility. And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now, Okoro, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Brogdon, and it's Big Daddy missing. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here we have 2 first-year head coaches, Steve. That being said, how long does it take for teams to learn a new system under these new coaches?
Kevin, is easy. If you have a veteran team, less time. If you have a younger team, It could take some time. You just have to be patient if you have younger guys.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Robert Williams is jacked in for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Gallinari. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Over in the corner, Brown. And he's good on the three ball. Brown's got 8 points.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Garland, he's checked in for Okoro. Brogdon kicks to Tatum. Back to Brogdon. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Harris. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Big Daddy, and he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And they double up Brown. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. Driving inside.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Some changes for Boston. Muscala, he's checked in for Williams. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Derek White subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Then for the Bulls, Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Big Daddy. Outside, White. Off target from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 4. Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Shoots the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Here's Tatum.
Great defense by Harris. He put in the effort to contest that shot.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. .110 left in the first half. From 8. Tatum no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Melton finds DeRozan. And he goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford.
That move from DeMar DeRozan was nasty. Great play.
54 seconds left to play in the first half. The 3 from Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Passes it to Drummond. Bulls moving the ball around. Melton no good. Celtics trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Garland against Tatum. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Outside, White. Gallinari in the corner. Boston again missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls out front. They lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
See how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. Out in the East, James Harden.
TBM, triple-double machine, James Harden, one of the premier stat stuffers in the game. Not surprising that he takes home this award, but at this point in his career, individual accolades does not matter much. He wants the championships like what I got. You got one too, Kenny. Oh, you got 2? Yeah, that's right.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
They've been controlling the glass. I mean, going all out.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Up in the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Brown out there with Brogdon. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Big Daddy, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
And it's out of bounds. Celtics will take it the other way. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Malcolm Brogdon. Here in the third quarter. Tatum against Vucevic. For three, Brogdon. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game. Chicago calls timeout. Okoro, he's checked in for Tobias Harris.
And now look at Jason Tatum here, coming off a terrific season. Put up about 27 points a game, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
And DeRozan kicks to Okoro. Here's Big Daddy, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis. This jam, a big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Tatum. Pass to DeRozan, over Horford. And it's Chicago scoring again. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Once again, they are Celtics Entertainment.
Gallinari wide open. No good on the quick three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Big Daddy. No good. Shot missing. Now Boston takes it the other way. 1:57 left in the third. So here's Gallinari. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 3-on-3. Here's Okoro. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Okoro's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Muscala misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Big Daddy, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Fourth, the Bulls.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Brown is checked in for Mike Muscala. Chicago also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Garland. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Gallinari outside to stop the run. Traps in the tray. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's Big Daddy. Gallinari with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Drummond. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
Very good anticipation. He has quick hands, and Andre snatching that one jump starts the fast break.
Celtics trail by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart, wide open, he fires. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Tobias Harris is checked in for Big Daddy. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Williams. Takes it from 10. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Melton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Bulls as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Williams is out there with Harris. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Garland. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. Outside Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Drummond, and stolen by Williams. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
There's Garland. Rebounded by Smart.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Bucket is good. 14 points for Jason Tatum. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after.
Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Williams. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Melton. A three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Melton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Harris passes to Melton. Throws some dishes to Vucevic. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Here's Smart. Tries yet again. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Tatum against Harris. There's the pass to Melton. From the arc. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Big Daddy's checked in for the Bulls. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
And here's Tatum for 3. The shot that time, not on target. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The Big Daddy passes to Garland. Count that bucket. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
The kick out to Brown. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
And with Brown, it doesn't matter what point in the game it's at. He's ready to shoot whenever and wherever he has the ball in a good spot.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Celtics trail by 7.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Garland, the pass to Big Daddy. On the wing, Harris lets it go from deep. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown finds Williams. Money!
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game.
Yes!
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to
Multi-time All-Star Andre Drummond is still very young and continues to polish his craft.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Will take it up strong, big fella.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're leading by 4. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Number 44 at the line for 2.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
It's showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
All right, Celtics fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment. Give it up.
The three from Tatum. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. It's Drummond with the drive. And Drummond throws it down.
And you see no one rotating over to try and take the charge. Drummond a freight train there with a full head of steam.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as New Balance presents our player of the game, Big Daddy.